is Reborn, and welcome back to Rising Angels Reborn. We're just gonna jump into it before it starts singing, because they go walking off without paying me any attention. See, she's been that way since I was her upperclassman at the academy. The lieutenant got under my skin, but I don't think you should call her a mutt. No, Moonfollow is this backstabbing mutt. Kika is just a puffed up house cat. I look at the toast in my hand, no point in letting it go to waste. The meeting is in 20 minutes. Are you prepared? It's in 2 hours and 20 minutes. No, I double checked with Rasuna this morning. Are you saying you haven't even read your orders yet? I jam the toast into my mouth and sprint out of the room and down the hall. I can salvage this! Really, I can! Oh my god, I'm such an anime girl. running down a hallway with fucking toast in my mouth. God damn it. 20 minutes later, to the second, I'm standing before the assembled crew with a page of hastily scribbled notes and an anxious-looking soul. Doesn't he know I've got this? I love how Stan the man is just staying there with his fucking hand over his head. He's just like, It's like, God damn it, Stan the man, you're doing weird things to me. Doesn't he know I've got this? There's nothing to be worried about. Everyone is assembled. Major Pusil, you may commence. And time hack at 0800 Fleet Standard Time. Welcome, everyone. I am Major Nellie Pusil. I will be briefing you on the newest mission for the KSS Nimros. The operation will go by the code name Runaway Book. 3 days ago, an all points bulletin was issued for a Murakian Institute research team that failed to report in at their designated times. The team is currently considered missing in action. While this would normally not require a response, the final report for Dr. Nimian Sunflower, the team's xenotechnician, suspected that the recovered artifact may hold some importance to modern transportation.
Question: how did an ancient civilization manage to make something that we have to worry about? They're old and ancient.
Just because they are old doesn't mean they weren't technologically advanced.
Then why aren't they still around?
There's a lot of reasons. They could have been wiped out in a war, some sort of viral plague, or simply moved on to the other parts of the universe. Precisely. Marakia isn't filling us in on the details of what the expedition was supposed to uncover, so we will be doing a lot of the legwork. They probably just found some old traffic sign, but Command feels it important enough to warrant a follow-up. Odds are we will find them sitting there dumb and happy, but I'm not taking any risks.
Investigation work. This wouldn't be the first time, would it, Faye?
Nope. Our ground team at any potential site will consist of Major Pusil, Major Hackett, Captain Moonfollow, Lieutenant Zuri, and Colonel Nelson.
What?
I must agree with Star. The team lineup will not do. How so? Would it not make more sense to keep the doctor here? Should I become incapacitated in the field, I will no longer be able to render life-saving aid. For the sake of those who may be injured in the line of our noble duty, I beseech you not risk such a valuable asset. You just don't want to risk your neck.
I'm trained in first aid. I'm a qualified first responder.
See, Commander? Does our swap not make sense? Lieutenant Starr, your father has given me specific orders to keep you out of harm's way. Unless I can assess that there is no danger, I cannot authorize the swap.
But if there isn't an element of danger, what's the point of going on the adventure?
Military necessity. But risking a high-ranking officer with valuable training is? I dare not believe that. Believe it. Everyone, sit down. Continue, Pusil. I don't even know how to say the last name. I don't care. I've been just saying Pusil this entire time. We are going to the last known location and will attempt to trace their location from there. I don't think we are going to face any dangers, but our current knowledge is limited. Wandering into the unknown always brings a certain level of risk. Flight Officer Miji, what is the status of our ship and supplies?
Everything's working within improved levels except for a few minor crew of comfort things.
So the aft bathroom is not going to be fixed for a while, is what you're saying?
Supplies aren't as good. We got shorted on a lot of our order. We've got roughly a solid month's worth of food and fuel.
Then we will make do with what we have. You will file another report on this to fleet support. I'll take care of it.
Thanks, Major.
I'm not pleased with Command's subpar performances any more than our crews. I don't have double standards for my subordinates compared to my superiors.
Thanks, I think.
Crew, prepare for jump. Major Pusile, upload your coordinates to the nav station for Lieutenant Starr. Major Hackett, ready our ship.
But
if you have a complaint, voice it later. I want the ship ready for jump in 5 minutes and our course in 3.
But
now, Lieutenant Starr.
Fine, come on.
The rude lieutenant grabs my arm and violently yanks me to the position on the far left side.
Give them to me.
The
The coordinates. If Soul wants it in 3, I have to do it in 2.
I click the transfer button and watch the file pop up on the navigator station. In a heartbeat, Kika has pounced onto the station, her fingers flying like hawks as she manipulates the screen. Why do you have to do it in 2? If he said 3, I'm sure he's fine with 3.
Because that's the standard. I'm the best of the best. You don't become the hero by simply doing the bare minimum.
And because we do...
That's why you are all going to be my minions someday.
The best of things are typically done with the worst of intentions. Still, my mission is more likely to succeed with someone who has the drive and motivation. But something bugs me about watching her type and draw so fast. Is the ship navigation virtual intelligence not working?
Hard to concentrate when you are blabbing.
Just trying to get a better feel for my ship.
Whatever. It works just fine. It just suffers from the limitations of all VI.
They're programmers.
Exactly. My methods are faster and have better results. Theirs are paranoid.
Wait, you're not flying us into a star, are you?
No, but I might be flying us through pirate space. It's not like we are going to stop our shift jump and then let them attack us. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Natalie, over here! Trust is a limited commodity, especially when I feel the best way to describe her is the candle that burns twice as bright burns half as long. Soul is standing by a small chair that looks rather uncomfortable in the back next to Zuri. We're making the jump. It may get a little rough, so strap in and keep your emergency pressurization device under your chair turned on. Isn't there anything I can do? Trust me, I'll make this a smooth one. Just sit back and watch. I'm not worried about it. Ship accidents making the jump to space nowadays are rare.
I'm always a little jumpy when we make the jump. You can't do anything to fix a bad jump sitting back here in the baby seats.
Why does she have to vocalize my fears? All it would take is one little mistake by the hasty lieutenant or the slip of Soul's hand. We could be dead in a millisecond. I love space travel. The science behind getting a ship into the space between space is amazing. That doesn't make it any less dangerous or frightening. Still, I do feel better now that I'm not the only one who is a tad skittish about this. Zuri's alright. How do you cope with it? I'm not scared or anything, just curious.
Night-night.
Huh? Zuri closes her eyes and snuggles into her restraints. Sleep? How the hell can anyone sleep at a time like this? Between the chaos and noise, there's no chance of sleep. Zuri? Yep, there she goes. That's talent. All crew, sound off. Flight station ready.
Navigation plotted and good to go. Engineering all green.
Non-essential crew are strapped in and secured. The Nimros is prepared for jump at your word, Commander. Engage jump. Roger, engaging jump drive. Under my seat, I can feel the deck shift from a slow, steady vibration shift to a much louder, much more violent rattle. The warp space generator is beginning its charge. The massive power required to tear a rift in normal space is astronomical. If any of the capacitors were to suddenly explode, there wouldn't be even atoms of me left floating around. I close my eyes, wishing I could fall asleep like Zuri. No amount of personal brilliance can help me if the manufacturer skimped on something or Kylie didn't put her best into her checks. The volume finally crescendos as the capacitors are charged to the required values. Next comes the part that scares me the most. The power is transferred to a Bolino crystal to pull the ship into subspace. Bolinos serve as the focal point. Without it, the energy used to break the holds of the universe would be useless. The material is rare, mined in 3 locations galaxy-wide. I doubt we have a spare. Something about everything that could go wrong, Nat. If you explode, you won't even have time to feel it. Shift drive stabilized. My ship, my controls. Your ship, your controls. Advance into the void. Moving forward. It begins. I open my eyes to the bright lights of the bridge. I feel groggy and disoriented. Did I manage to fall asleep? The bridge is emptier than when I closed them. I must have blacked out for a little bit. Miracles do happen, I suppose.
Good morning.
How long was I out?
2 hours. We're still in shift.
Ugh.
That first ship nap is always the hardest to recover from. Why don't you take a moment to walk around? It always helps me.
Can I?
Yep, you only have to be buckled up for entry and exit of subspace.
Feels like someone beat me with a rubber mallet. I think I'll need to get better sleep tonight, increase my water intake. I think I'll go talk with some of the crew. That should help clear my head. Ooh! Oh! I'm gonna talk with Soul. Hey Soul, how did the jump go? Flawlessly. I hope it didn't disrupt your nap. I didn't think I was going to actually fall asleep. I just wanted to close my eyes to drown out the shaking. It's good to catch a nap every now and then. I would catch naps sometimes on long patrols.
Sleeping on the job.
24-hour patrols wear on you. Taking short breaks during subspace shifts help keep you sharp when you shift out into combat. Combat. Scariest thing I've ever gone through in my life was my first dogfight. A rattling snubby slid in right behind me and had missile lock. Did you think you were going to die? No, I was so focused on the situation that it wasn't until after the mission that I realized how close to death I came. I almost cried. Almost. But not when I was in real danger, not when I was under the missile lock. It's how I wasn't scared of losing Leno until she was already gone. What happened? I don't think I have the right to reflect on it anymore. Odd words to match a very odd expression on his face as he looks at Alphonse. Anger, unrestrained anger from the depths of hell. Reflection has its time and place. Nellie is your friend and she wishes to share your burden. Thank you for your permission.
What's that about?
Nothing. Do not worry about it. Just old friends and their squabbles. We are not friends. Please remove yourself from our conversation. Forgive me for intruding. Stupid frickin' always butting in where he wasn't wanted. He can still hear you. I know, I'm hoping if I say it enough times he'll stop doing it. I'd order him to stop, but... We share the same rank. I have seniority, but Soul has the executive position. See? He just keeps butting in when I don't need him talking! What? Are you two an old married couple? No married couple? No, no, no way in hell! We've flown together in rival training fighter squadrons. I was a Black Eagle and he was a Goldfinch. You flew under the command of the most pretentious man in the history of fighters, which is outstanding to fathom. Your squadron leader was a shy... Don't say a word, you monster! Forgive me, Shut up and focus on the controls. We're going to be shifting out shortly. Who is his squadron leader? Someone I know? Go sit, Nat. We've got work to do here. I do not care if you are hostile with me, but you shouldn't treat your friends so roughly. Sorry, it was Lena. Can we drop it now and get back to the task at hand? Lena? The redhead who would never stand up for herself was a fighter squadron leader? What the hell happened in fighter training? But I wonder. We hung out a decent bit. She never struck me as someone who was sharp enough to formulate tactics on the fly. Sharp reflexes, but a dull mind. How many fighter pilots did she kill in a stupid blunder? Is that why she isn't here with Sol anymore? He looks so broken and hurt when he talks about her. I'm sorry, Sol. I didn't mean to bring up bad memories. Bad memories are the story of my life. Don't worry about it. Please sit down. We are shifting out now. As I walk back to my seat, I hear Alphonse quietly whisper to Sol. Were they all that bad? You just told her that your time together was nothing but a bad memory. He did, didn't he? I hadn't considered it that way, but by exclusion, he did imply that. I look at our time at the academy fondly. Does Sol? I did not. Consider your words, or all you will have are bad memories. Next time, I'm going to find a co-pilot who isn't a philosopher. I'm trying to help. Then help me with the shift out. Crew, resume your stations. Prepare for shift. I barely manage to strap myself in before the violent rattling starts up again. Clutching to the straps, white-knuckled, all I can do is pray that we didn't damage some critical piece of equipment during our shift-in. If it didn't take a few thousand years to get from one place to another, I would never take such unreliable transportation. Why can't we have developed wormholes instead? Point to point, all done. When I become fleet technician, I am going to devote all of my resources to developing that technology. So much safer and quicker than this. It's okay, Nat, it's okay. Trust the ship, trust the maintenance, trust Sol and Alphonse. Okay, maybe life on that mud ball had a few perks over being on an adventure. Are you alright? Fine. You don't look... If she said she's fine, she's fine. Oh. Nat, you gotta hang tough. Right, I can do this. After a few more seconds of fear-inducing vibrations, the ship returns to the normal convulsions of space travel. Not smooth, but not so terrifying that I can't focus on anything else. There, I see the world that will be my first investigation site. Well, that's going to be it for this episode of Rising Angels Reborn. So with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this and would like to see more of this game, then leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, ring that notification bell, and remember, die safely. Bye-bye!